What's going on, everybody? My name is Lone Wolf 2864, playing some Naval Strike. Finally, it just came out yesterday after being delayed for a week, but better late than never. And check out the beautiful sunrise here on Operation Mortar. This video, everything you're seeing here was recorded with everything maxed out, ultra graphics. Went ahead and took my custom user configuration file out and running everything as max as I can get it, because these maps are just gorgeous. GG Dice on the art design on these maps. They're very well done. So enjoy the visuals. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I do. But to the gameplay here, this is, of course, the Carrier Assault mode that was released alongside the Naval Strike DLC. And this is not going to be a tutorial on how you play Carrier Assault, I can assure you, because I'm assuming everybody watching this video already knows how. And if not, there's plenty of other videos out there you can watch. But if you've played Titan mode from 2142, or you know what Titan mode is, then pretty much, yeah, that's what this is. Not quite to that extent, but that was the reasoning behind this game mode. But it wouldn't be Battlefield 4 if we didn't have 500,000 objects clustering up the maps, and the maneuverability or lack thereof of these hovercraft on land, bundled with that, is just rage-inducing. But one thing that is not rage-inducing, at least anymore, are the M4 and the M16. If you were not aware, the patch, or the patch that came out alongside Naval Strike, saw these two weapons get a significant reduction in their vertical recoil. I'm kind of jumping the gun there, so to speak, on another gun, but the vertical recoil has been significantly reduced on the M4 and the M16. There's somehow I snap a guy out of the side of a transport with a small. So these are actually a viable weapon here, especially at ranges like you're seeing here, at medium to longer ranges. They're very well done. I actually enjoy using these weapons now. Of course, this is the M4 that you see here, and using the stubby grip, and I believe that is it. I think I went naked barrel on this one. I have used a combination of the foregrip, angled foregrip, and the heavy barrel, and it seems to work out pretty good. The angled foregrip, of course, reduces that first shot recoil, and with the patch reducing it already, it's very manageable, and you can get some pretty significant long-range shots off with these two weapons. But anybody up for surfing? There's a pink surfboard over there if you're interested. Myself, I'm not gonna go over here and try to cap a couple more points, but yeah, back to what I was saying. These maps, man, I really enjoy the graphical detail that they put into these maps. These are by far the best looking Battlefield maps I've ever seen. So kudos to DICE for all the attention to detail here graphically. But I know that's not important to most everybody, and myself included. So game mechanic wise, one thing that I was definitely glad that they finally resolved and got out of the way was that stupid, horrendous kill cam bug that we got introduced into the Second Assault DLC. So that's, from what I can tell, has been cleared up. I haven't seen any issues with that so far, and luckily now I can, in fact, have a good idea of who killed me, what killed me, and where they killed me from. As before, it was just anybody's guess. But here's a little bit of Little Bird gameplay, and thank God we finally got a DLC where there's not significant mobile AA spam everywhere. As a matter of fact, I believe there's only actually one map in this whole DLC pack that has a mobile AA on it. So, whew, praise God, I'm just glad to see that. Can't tell you how much fun it is to actually be able to maneuver an air vehicle around without being locked on and shot out of your carrier or out of your base, because that was just way too much fun for everybody. But on the subject of the scout helicopters, they further reduced the repair time on those. That was always a problem I had to begin with, was the amount of time it took to repair those. And I still have a little bit of an issue with repairing the attack chopper. I feel that it's still a bit on the longer end, in my opinion. And where you going, bro? Have a seat. Sorry. Anyway, something that I kind of hinted at earlier in this video. The G36C, I don't know if any of you guys ever suffered through using that gun. I know I tried to back in the day and just gave up on it, but the side-to-side or horizontal recoil was significantly reduced in this patch. I think it was something like 0.3 all the way down to 0.1 left and right, something crazy, where it's like almost non-existent. But I've seen quite a few people posting videos saying that this thing, and they're comparing it to the M16A3 from Battlefield 3. I'll say this, it's been improved, but it's by no means comparable to the M16A3. And I'm hoping that's just an April Fool's joke, because it's not even close. Unless it's just me, which is probably the case. But enough of the balancing and patch notes. I don't want to bore you guys with that too much. I know it gets boring at some point. But as you can see here in this gameplay, the enemy carrier is now open for us to board, and I'm just goofing around, having some fun with the scout chopper, trying to pick off people inside the carrier and not get shot down by RPGs and the lock-on rockets, which are my best friend. So as you can see there, the loading dock, or the ramp, will open up and come down once the enemy carrier gets below 50% health. It's actually not instantaneous. It took a little bit longer than I was expecting the first time I played. Once you get the carrier down to 50%, it goes into a bit of an animation sequence, and it's kind of like Rush, where you're trying to wait for the next set of MCOMs. You have to kind of wait for the carrier to open up, and it'll tell you once you're able to board it. But once you do board it, we all knew what this was going to be like, and it didn't cease to disappoint. It's exactly the big cluster party that I thought it was going to be. But one strategical tip I will give you guys, and I guess the most obvious thing that I've noticed in the few games that I've played of carrier assault, is that a lot of times it does not pay to be the first one to board a carrier. And what I mean by that is, like, it doesn't pay off if your team assaults or is able to board the enemy carrier before the enemy gets yours down enough to board. Because what happens 9 times out of 10 is what you'll see me typing up there in the chat. By the time we get this first MCOM set, or even sometimes before that, while we're still in here fighting, trying to get into the MCOMs, the enemy gets our carrier down enough to where they can board ours, and we have no defense. No one is at the carrier defending our MCOMs. So there's like 98% of our team inside this enemy carrier, and there's like 1 or 2 guys trying to defend our carrier versus their whole team. So I've seen, like I said, a lot of times where it actually is beneficial to let the enemy team get onto your ship first, let them get all preoccupied, and then go just rush their ship. And a lot of times you can catch them off guard. But luckily we were able to just bombard them here and overpower them before they could get our BMCOM armed. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this short little gameplay video here, walkthrough of my first impressions of Naval Strike and the carrier assault mode. Overall, I give carrier assault mode an A+. I really enjoy it, but Rush, I still feel like needs some tweaking. Not very satisfied with it at this point. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, if you learned something new, let me know down in the comments, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks.